First at 6, a violent break and caught on camera. A man busts through a front door to get inside. Police say he's responsible for a series of home break-ins.
Ma'am, what do you mean, am I mad? Mad? Baby, I'm upset. I'm very angry. Tremendous angry. I don't know if they the same category. But of course I'm mad. This man broke into my house while I was asleep. Sleep sound in the house. And I'm not playing. Because I see you over there with that smirk. And when I chump your fat ass off, we're going to have a motherfucking problem. Because I'm going to go in on your ass. I don't spare nobody. Ma'am, I'm very upset. He broke into my house, tied my arms to my headboard, took my clothes off, and didn't do nothing to me. All because when he did it, I was talking. Yes, I was talking. I was excited. I was happy. Let's go. Like, ooh, like I like this kinky stuff. That's what I told him. But no, he stopped. He called me a crazy ass B. I don't know if I can curse, and I don't know if I already been cursing or not. And then he left back out the window. What was the point of coming through my window if you just gonna leave her back out? I don't understand that. I really don't. But let's get on with this interview, because this like, keep looking over here. I'm gonna slap the hell out of your ass. Fat ass.
Shalom. Shalom. Koholayim La. Awanawa Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rekak Redash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the Akwaf, sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. So, as you heard and as you saw, we got, Wi-Fi, Watchmen for Israel, going into subjects that we've already gone into plenty of times, numerous of times. So I'm going to go ahead and go into it again. And like you just heard the nigger woman, the so-called black woman, confess that a man coming in our house to rob her, whatever he was going to do. But he broke in our house. You saw the video footage. He broke in our house, attempted to tie this woman up. It's like he tied the woman up. And, as you heard out of her own mouth, stripped her of her garments, her clothes, and she was into it. She was getting very, very aroused, man, very, very moist, very, very wet. But what happened? She got upset because he ain't go through with it, man. But yet, you niggas, man, because I'm gonna call it how I see it, man. You niggas can't really comprehend that this is a fantasy for women. Matter of fact, let's get the statistics. Let's get the data. All right, this is Psychologically Today. This is a study that they did with it says, why do women have rape fantasies? Now I'm just going to read this, man. I gave you the source, Psychologically Today. Okay, why do women have rape fantasies? And it says right here, in recent studies, more than 90% of women admit having had sexual fantasies, and depending on the study, some 1/3 to 2/3 confess at least occasionally fantasizes of being forced. Okay, do you hear that? Of being forced into sex. Of course, sexual assault is a horrible violation. Okay, so women, they had a study to show that women have had fantasies of what? Being forced into sex. Of course, sexual assault. Okay? A recent study suggests that rape fantasies are most relevant among women. Hey, man, I'm just reading the studies, man. But let's go here real quick, because we're going, you're going to have Jake, man, you can't be using Esau's resources, It ain't of the Most High, It's not spiritual, Shut up, nigga. Let's go here real quick. And I'm going to get Deuteronomy 22 and Judges 21, but I want to read this to you real quick. Because if you go to Deuteronomy chapter 22, what does it say in the scriptures? I'm going to read it to you. Before I read what I got to read, I'm going to read it to you real quick. So I'm gonna open up my Bible. Those are the pages. I'm gonna open up my Bible real quick, and I'm gonna go to Deuteronomy 22, and let's see what it reads. Before you start reading down to verse 13, starting at verse 13, it says, laws about sex and marriage. Laws about sex and marriage. Okay, so you hear that? Laws about sex and marriage. So let's go here real quick. Let's go to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, verse 5. I'm in the Blue Letter Bible, and it reads this. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, okay? Even as Yahweh my power commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whether ye go to possess it. So this is of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And it says what? Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments. So let's look up statutes and judgments in the Blue Letter Bible. So let's go to statutes first. H2706. H2706.
Strong's H2706. Chok.
Okay, so this is the Strong's info. It says enticement, hints, an appointment of time, space, quantity, labor, of usage, appointed, bond, commandment, custom, degree, law, measure, ordinance. Okay, now let's go to the biblical usage. Okay, this is the biblical usage. Statute, ordinance, limit, prescribed, due, prescribed, task, prescribed portion, prescribed due, okay, boundary, okay, action prescribed for oneself, resolve, action prescribed for oneself, resolve, specific decree. Do you hear that? Specific decree, law in general, conditions, decrees, okay, civil enactments prescribed by the Most High. Okay, statutes. This is what statutes mean. Now let's go into judgments. Okay, same chapter, same verse, Deuteronomy 4, verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments. And let's look up judgments before we get to the scriptures, because you know you Jakes are effeminate, man. Because you're not going against us, man. You're going against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. We're just bringing forth the understanding of these laws.
Strong's H4941. Mishpat.
Okay, the Strong's info for this is let me see, judicial, formal decree, okay, divine law, verdict, properly, especially a sentence, okay, justice, right or privilege, charge, crime, custom, determination, discretion, disposing, due, fashion, form, to be judged, judgment, measure, order, ordinance. Okay? Now let's go to the biblical usage. Salakia. The biblical usage, judgment, justice, ordinance, act of deciding a case. Do you hear that? Act of deciding a case. Seat of judgment, process, procedure, legislation. It's like a litigation, litigation before judges. Case, cause, presented for judgment, sentence, decision of judgment, execution of judgment, time of judgment, decision in law, okay, right, privilege, due, okay, proper, fitting, measure, custom, manner, plan. And that's what this is, man. When it comes to, you know, these things, rape is part of the statutes and judgments, man. Point blank, period. Now I'm going to read this in two different translations. I know, you know, Jake, you know, it's obvious that the King James Version is too tough for you to comprehend. So I'm going to read this in two different versions for you. I'm going to start off here, the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22. I'm going to start off at verse 23. If a damsel that is a virgin be betrothed unto a husband, and a man find her in the city and lie with her, then shall they both then ye shall bring them both out unto the gate of the city, and ye shall stone them with stones, that they die. The damsel, because she cried not, okay, because she was into it. So it was more like she just submitted. She didn't, put up a fight or anything like that. So obviously she saw some type of attraction to that Israelite man. Okay, that they die. The damsel, because she cried not, being in the city, and the man, because he have humbled his neighbor's wife, so thou shalt put evil away from among you. Okay, so that's where both of the people get put to death. Verse 25. But if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field, and a man force her and lie with her, then the man only that lie with her shall die. And what does that word force mean? Let's go into that real quick. Because you'll have these simple niggas. Man, that's talking about spitting game to her, Ak. That's talking about, spitting that game, Ak. You got to get the context of the scriptures, Ak. That's talking about spitting game to her, Ak. Shut up, nigga. Okay, when it says force her. Deuteronomy 22, verse 25. And this ain't going to be too long. I don't want to write this out. Okay, force, H2388. Let me see here. It's a lot of to take hold, to hold, contain, to make firm. Okay, what is this? And to be strong. Okay, what else? It's a lot. Restrain. Okay, restrain, force, fasten. Okay, matter of fact, Salakia. All right, Deuteronomy 22, verse 25 in the CSB. But if a man encounters an engaged woman in the open country and he seizes and rapes her, only the man who raped her must die. Okay? Reading on in the King James Version, verse 26. But unto the damsel thou shalt do nothing. There is in the damsel no sin worthy of death. For as when a man riseth against his neighbor and slayeth him, even so in this manner. For he found her in the field, and the betrothed damsel cried. There was none to save her, so she cried out. There was nobody to save her. She wasn't with it. She tried to fight and tried to stop it from happening, but obviously she couldn't. Why? Because the man's much stronger than the woman. Verse 28 and 29. Here goes the point. If a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed, and lay hold on her, and lie with her, they both be found. Okay, and as you heard, there was no screaming, no rejecting. Then the man that lie with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver, and she shall be his wife, because he hath humbled her. He may not put her away all his days. Now let's get that in the Good News Translation real quick, because like I said, I know the King James Version is too hard for you Jakes. I can't understand. So let's get a simple version for you Jakes. So this is Deuteronomy 22 in the Good News Translation. Verse 28. Suppose a man is caught raping a woman who is not engaged. He is to pay her father the bride price of 50 pieces of silver, and she is to become his wife, because he forced her to have intercourse with him. He can never divorce her as long as he lives. Okay? Point blank period, man. So these laws are set up for reasons, man. So these laws, if you sit on the spiritual aspect, the Lord is making it known if you're going to rape a woman and she's not betrothed to nobody, she's not, engaged, as they say in the world, and she's not married, she's, free, then you have to be with that woman because you don't know, what's gonna come about with that, man. You can rape that woman and so like you grape that woman, and then all of a sudden that woman can be a nightmare for the rest of your life, man. The Lord set up these laws for balance, man. But Jake is so westernized and raised by their mama and shit that they don't know how to see the spiritual aspect, man. And this is the thing too. You have all these Jakes that cater to these women. So when they can't beat us in the scriptures, they got to bring out stuff like this to make themselves feel good, and make it seem like they got a win under their belt, man. But let's continue, man. Let's go to Judges real quick. 'Cause like I said, this ain't gonna be long, man. It's gonna be directly to the point. So let's go to Judges chapter 21. Let's get directly to the point. Judges chapter 21. I'm going to read it in the King James first, and then I'm going to jump to the Good News Translation. Judges chapter 21, starting off at verse 16, and it reads this. Then the elders of the congregation said, how shall we do for wives for them that remain, seeing the women are destroyed out of Benjamin? And they said, there must be an inheritance for them that be escaped of Benjamin, that a tribe be not destroyed out of Israel. Howbeit, we may not give them wives of our daughters, for the children of Israel have sworn, saying, cursed be he that giveth a wife to Benjamin. If you want to know the context of this story, go back and read it yourself. I'm just getting to the point. Verse 19. Then they said, behold, there is a feast of the Lord Yahweh in Shiloh, yearly in a place which is on the north side of Bethel, on the east side of the highway that goeth up from Bethel to Shechem, and on the south of Lebanon. Therefore, they commanded the children of Benjamin, saying, go and lie in wait in the vineyard. So they're telling Benjamin to go lie and wait, to hide in the vineyard in the bushes. Okay? They're telling Benjamin to go hide in the bushes, man. Let's get it in another translation, man. Because like I said, I know the KJV is too tough for you guys. You can't comprehend the KJV. So let me get it in another translation for you, so you can understand. Give me 1 second. Let me get the best one. Yep, beautiful. All right, this is the same book, but different translation. Judges 21, verse 20 in the ESV. And they commanded the people of Benjamin, saying, go and lie in ambush in the vineyards. Okay, so go and wait. Let me get one more for you. It's lock here. All these daggone translations, man. In the NLT, they told the men of Benjamin who still need wives, go and hide in the vineyards. Okay, back to the KJV, reading on. Verse 21. And see and behold, if the daughters of Shiloh come out to dance in dances, then come ye out of the vineyards, and catch you every man his wife of the daughters of Shiloh, and go to the land of Benjamin. So hold on, what does that mean, man? It literally just said, Salaki, hold on 1 second. Let me get this real quick. It literally just said to go and catch you every man his wife. Catch you every man his wife. So let's go here real quick. Let me look at this word real quick. Give me 1 second. All right, that word catch in the biblical, the Blue Letter Bible, H2414, call Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua B'Hashem HaKadosh 144. The biblical use is catch, seize. Okay, Salakia. Okay, in the Strong's Info, it says to clutch, hence to seize as a prisoner, catch. Okay, let's go here real quick. Let's go to Salakia. Yeah, Salakia, man. Like I said, I didn't want this to be too long, but it is what it is. getting straight to the point. Where is that at? Let me see real quick. Salakia. All right, this is Judges chapter 21, verse 21. And this is the NLT. When you see the young women of Shiloh come out for their dances, rush out from the vineyards, and each of you take one of them to the land of Benjamin to be your wife. So Benjamin was snatching up women, man. Was taking one for hostage, man. That sounds like, being forced, man. And it sounds like they're not going to be talking to him, ask him to lay with them. Let's get that in the Good News Translation, man. Sounds like a form of rape to me, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. All right, this is the book of Judges, chapter 21 in the Good News Translation. Salakia. Salakia. Chapter 21. And I'm gonna go directly. Where is it at? Verse 20. They told the Benjamites, "Go and hide in the vineyards and watch. When the young women of Shiloh come out to dance during the festival, you come out of the vineyards. Each of you take a wife by force." Do you hear that? Each of you take a wife by force from among them, and take her back to the territory of Benjamin with you. Okay? Point blank period, man. And that's what it is, man. Like I said, if you want to go read more on that, you can. So is rape in our law? Yes. Are we telling people to go commit rape? No. Okay? Because Esau will lock your ass up, man. We're not telling nobody to go out here and commit these actions, man. We're not telling you that, you should go ahead and do this right now. No, we're telling you how Yahweh Shah has things set up, man. Man, all the judgments and the statutes and the ordinances of Yahweh Shah are just and balanced, man. Whether you like it or not, Jake, you can't pick and choose, man. Point blank period, man. And again, if you're going to keep on claiming that we're rapists and we're out here telling people to do this and do that, please bring forth the documentation that shows any brother being tried in court and found guilty for doing so, man. Because slander is a very, very big trespass amongst the nation of Israel, man. Very big trespass, man. And all we're doing is bringing forth the understanding of the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shah, man. Point blank period, man. So, man, I hope this was informative, edifying, uplifting, and it brings more understanding to you other camps, man. Okay, stop slandering us, man. But, at the end of the day, man, everybody has their lot, man. You will have to answer for that. Matter of fact, let's close out there. Because we're going to be justified, man. Because all we're doing is bringing forth the understanding of the scriptures and the understanding of the laws, man. This is St. Matthew chapter 12, verses 36 to 37, and it reads this. "But I say unto you, that every idle word that man shall speak, they shall give an account thereof in the day of judgment." And you're going to give an account of all that stuff, man. You're going to have to answer for all your wicked, abominable, deceitful words, man. Okay? "For by thy words thou shalt be justified," and we hope to be justified, man. Because again, we're not telling you Israelites to go out here and do this stuff, man. And again, if you're going to sit right here and continue to bring false accusations against us, bring forth the documentation. Everything is public records in the Esau's judicial system, man. It's easy access, man. "For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned." And you, Jakes, are going to be condemned, man. Point blank period, man. So again, I hope and I pray that this is edifying and uplifting to the truth of say Akin wa Akwaf. So with that, I'm just going to say, Shalom.
First at 6, a violent break and caught on camera. A man busts through a front door to get inside. Police say he's responsible for a series of home break-ins.
Ma'am, what do you mean, am I mad? mad. Baby, I'm upset. I'm very angry. Tremendous angry. I don't know if they the same category. But of course I'm mad. This man broke into my house while I was sleep sound in the house. And I'm not playing. Cause I see you over there with that smirk. And when I chump your fat ass up, we're gonna have a motherfucking problem. Cause I'm gonna go in on your ass. I don't spare nobody. Ma'am, I'm very upset. He broke into my house, tied my arms to my headboard, took my clothes off, and didn't do nothing to me. All because when he did it, I was talking. Yes, I was talking. I was excited. I was happy. Let's go. Like, ooh, like I like this kinky stuff. That's what I told him. But no, he stopped. He called me a crazy ass B. I don't know if I can curse, and I don't know if I already been cursing or not. And then he left back out the window. What was the point of coming through my window if you just gonna leave right back out? I don't understand that. I really don't. But let's get on with this interview, cause this like keep looking over here. I'm gonna slap the hell out of your ass, fat ass.